AI agents are here. This is the beginning of a very big trend where instead of having a live conversation with something like ChatGPT, you will ask your AI agent to go off and do something for you while you eat ice cream or go for a walk. And then you get back and the thing is done. Now, how can we use this for English learning? A lot of English learning stuff is real time, having a live conversation, getting feedback on your writing, learning words and phrases. Well, there are some really cool things that we can do. And in this video, we're going to try 3 of them using Manus. This is a new agent that I recently got access to. And whether these 3 things work or not, my hope is that it gets you thinking about how you will be able to use agents in the future. What will be possible in the future? So let's start with this. I want you to analyze and classify English words from this article for the purpose of English learning. Give me complete lists of all vocabulary above B2 level. I want to include the original context or sentence the words were found in. Then here's the link to the article. Finally, add those words to a Quizlet vocabulary list. Now, before we start this, I want you to think about what we're doing. This is a series of tasks that would be quite time-consuming to do. If I had to do this on my own, it would be time-consuming. Figure out which words are above that level, and then get the original context, and go through the whole thing. Now, that's useful, okay, but sometimes I just want to get a useful list of words with the context, and then add them to my flashcard app, right? Well, I want Manus to do all of those things for me. So when you're thinking about using an agent, think about tasks that are time-consuming, tasks that are annoying, tasks that are, let's say, boring to do, right? That you want to have done so that you can do something else. So let's try this out. Okay, Manus is thinking. I'll help you analyze and classify English words from the Polygon article about World of Warcraft taverns. I'll identify vocabulary above B2 level, include the original context sentences, and then create a Quizlet vocabulary list with these words. Let me get started with this right away. Cool. Okay, go ahead. Now, I want to watch. I want to see what's happening here. So can we open this up? Yes, we can see what's going on. It looks like Manus has created a TXT file with the entire content of the article, copied and pasted it. Okay, it has just compiled vocabulary list with original context sentences. At least that's what it says it's doing. Okay, looks like Manus has completed the task. We have here 3 files. TXT file, another one, and I'm not sure what format this is. Manus, okay, so let's see. View all files in this task. Let me click on the advanced vocab list. Okay, so these are the words. Faction, mundane, slice of life, captivate, perhaps, context, main city hubs don't captivate me all that much. Contemplate, etched, slur, credence. Okay, this list looks pretty good. Meticulous, cross-faction, excruciatingly, peruse, slew, lavish. So final vocab list. This is better formatting. Defunct, lavish, substantial, sprawling, meticulously. I could export this as a PDF. Now I've got a list of words from that article. What about the Quizlet flashcards, the words in my Quizlet? Now what I wanted it to do is go to that website, Quizlet, and make a list of vocabulary words that I can practice. So that didn't happen. Maybe I can use a follow-up request. Why didn't you create the flashcard, the list of words in Quizlet.com as I requested? Okay, Manus says, I apologize for misunderstanding your request. You're right. You asked me to add the words to a Quizlet vocabulary list directly on Quizlet.com, not just create a file. Oh, it created a file for import. Now, Quizlet is working on actually going to Quizlet. Okay, looks like waiting for user. I need to take control here, maybe to sign in. Verify I'm human. I am human. Okay, I cannot get through the security check. It seems to detect that I am using an agent. Are there other websites like Quizlet that you could use to create a set of flashcards? Okay, I understand the security check is preventing access to Quizlet. Let me find an alternative flashcard website. It looks like Manus has settled on something called Revisely. Revisely's AI flashcard generator, which doesn't require account creation. That's one way around it. I've never even heard of Revisely. I'll have to look into that. That's pretty creative. Oh, thank you, Manus. I'm a little scared, but thank you so much. Okay, now it looks like Manus is writing some HTML to create the flashcards. To use it, download the attached HTML file, open it in any browser. The flashcards will work completely offline. What? That's a little manual. Hold on. So Manus created a complete flashcard application with 33 advanced vocabulary words from the article. Oh, if I just click on it. Okay. Wait a second. Did Manus just make this for me? Hold on a second. Let me get out of the way. Wait a second. I just clicked on the HTML file. I didn't do anything else. I just clicked on preview. Does this work? If so, what it means is because Manus couldn't log into Quizlet, and I couldn't pass the CAPTCHA or the prove you're a human checkbox for some reason, Manus decided to build an entire app with the words that I requested. What? And it looks pretty good. This is crazy. Words, adjectives, verbs. Okay, does this actually work? Synonymous is an adjective. Okay, let's just do all. Okay, and let's go next. Can I flip? Oh, I can flip it. I can flip it by clicking on it. A small organized dissenting group within a larger one, especially in politics. World of Warcraft is a game synonymous with large faction conflicts. So it has the definition and it has the original sentence where I found it. It's flippable. I didn't even ask it to build this, but it just decided to build it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Next word, mundane. I can shuffle them. Whoa. Okay, let's see phrases. Cross-faction, next. Carved out, on the verge of. Turn that one. At the point where something is about to happen, close to. Players live out their own individual stories in a world constantly on the verge of war. This is insane. Wait a second. So, I have to say, I'm having a moment where I'm realizing where this is going. I mean, I knew kind of, but this is the first time I've ever experienced it. I had a goal. My goal was to extract a specific level of vocabulary words from an article. I wanted the original context. I wanted to add those words to a vocabulary list on Quizlet. But actually, that wasn't my deeper goal. My deeper goal was to be able to practice the words with flashcards. That was my real goal. And when Manus tried to solve my problem, Manus realized that it couldn't do it the way that I wanted to do it, and so it found another path. It found another way to accomplish my goal. This was my goal. I have achieved my goal. This is what I wanted. This is what I really wanted. I don't care if it's on Quizlet or not. That's pretty incredible, I have to say. I mean, imagine what this is going to be like in a couple years. You have goals, priorities, things you care about. You communicate those priorities and goals and things that you care about to your agent or agents. Don't say how to do it. Just say, please go figure this out for me. It goes out there and it figures it out and says, hey, here's the thing. I did it. Is this what you were looking for? Yeah. Or maybe not quite. Can you make it a little more of this, a little more of that? And then it just says, all right, I'll go do it. And it goes and it does it. And this is the first time I've ever experienced what that's like, a look at what that will be like. Totally surprising, totally unexpected, really interesting. And think about, on a deeper level, what we just did. I had some thoughts. I mean, I just randomly wrote down this task that I was going to work on, and it just, from my thoughts, has now turned into basically a website, a fully functional website within a very short period of time. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I just realized that I'm not able to do any more tasks because I used my credits, my daily credits, with the follow-up questions that I had when we were doing the vocabulary list task. So let me just tell you what I was planning to do, what I was planning to test out, and if you get access to Manus, maybe you can try these out for yourself. So I was planning to have Manus browse Reddit English Learning and basically find interesting grammar questions. Reddit English Learning is a really useful resource for finding real questions that real students ask and then answers to those questions from, let's say, native English speakers or teachers. It's a great resource. So find interesting grammar questions by actually browsing Reddit and then provide the best answer to each question. So find the best answer in the responses and provide that too. That's a really good kind of research project. And then the other one that perhaps I'll try when I get more credits is I want to listen to specific word pronunciation without having to individually go and look them up. I just want to click on a link. So I want to learn the pronunciation of all the words below. For each, provide a link to playable audio. And then the list is prototype, susceptible, corroborating, approximately. So what I want is for Manus to go out and find a bunch of links to connect to the word. And that's an easy thing to do. I mean, I can just go onto a dictionary website and do that myself. But it's also kind of time-consuming if I'm doing that for each one, right? Or maybe I don't want to spend time on the website doing that. So I want to see if Manus can actually go out and find those links and include them next to each word. That would be very useful. My big takeaway from this and the trend of agents in general is that we're moving into, very soon, moving into a very different world. Some scary things about that world and some amazing things about that world. But the thing that excites me most is that I think it's a world where we will have much more agency, power, to choose what we do with our time. Right now, for many of us, we don't choose really what we do with our time because we have so many obligations. We're so busy with little things here and there. And I think once we have agents out there negotiating for us, handling tasks, doing little things that we usually spend time on, we will be freed up to decide what's really important, how we really want to spend time. I want to spend more time with these people, doing these things, thinking about something, reading something. How do you really want to spend your time? I think that, and maybe work is going to change in this way too, right? So if work changes and life changes as a result of AI and especially agents, you check in with your work AI on Monday and say, this is what I want you to take care of for me this week. Have my meetings for me. Use my AI avatar. Don't say anything I wouldn't say. Do my work. Check in if you aren't sure about anything. I'll be here. I'll be around, reading, spending time with my son, hiking, playing some video games, thinking, working on a creative project, making lunch with my family, doing stuff I really want to do. And meanwhile, I'm working. I'm looking for a new apartment. I'm scheduling dinner tonight using my agents. This is a strange and alien world that we're moving into. And I think it's good if we all start thinking about it and trying to experience it a little bit. And I kind of had the idea that, hey, this is coming, but it didn't really click for me until I was recording this, until that happened where it just decided to build something and say, hey, what about this? And then it kind of started, something has happened. Something happened in my brain and I need to process it. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have any other ideas, things you'd like me to try with Manus, let me know. Credits are limited. I'm sorry we didn't get to all 3, but I did at least hopefully give you some ideas to start thinking about. I'll be trying these out when I have more credits, but do let me know if you have other ideas in the comments. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Get a free course in the links in the description. And check out the 90-day program, the best way to improve your English in 90 days. And yes, it does use AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.